Okay, now you have to behave because you're being recorded. Okay. So yeah, just any comfortable position with your arms and your legs. Yeah, take up as much space as you need for sure. I'm encourage you to take up a lot of space. Okay, yeah, just settle in, check in with your body, see how you're feeling this morning. You guys are all braved it and came out to the park. Just, so try to pick the best patch, but it's kind of hard to know which way the sun's going to move. So if it starts getting sunny in your spot and you need to move over, by all means move over. If it starts to get too hot, take a break, take a sip of water. Just take what you need and just jump back in when you're ready. Gonna lie down with you for a few breaths. And just start to feel the movement of your breath, maybe even hear the sound of your breath. Feel how the inhales really fill up your torso like you're filling up a cylinder with air, front to back, side to side. And when you exhale, really try to empty out, let go of maybe a little something that you're holding on to. Think cool thoughts. Well, those of you who are at home, maybe you have the AC on, but out here I can already feel it. Just a couple more breaths. Start to gather your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Draw some big circles around with your knees, loosen up through your hip joint. And then reverse the direction. And let the knees come back together. Stretch both legs up toward the sky. Literally toward the sky out here, I guess, right? Point and flex your toes a couple times. Circle your ankles around, loosening up all the little joints. We spend a lot of time during class on our feet, so it's nice just to get some of these wiggles and out and joints moving. Make sure you go both ways. And then come back to stillness with the legs. Draw both knees back in and take an easy twist to your left. Let your hips shift a little to the right. Let your knees drop to the left. You can stretch your right arm out to the right. If that feels good, turn your palm to face up. You can cactus your right arm. I'm still getting used to the feel of the grass. Take one more breath in here. And exhale your way up through center, readjust your hips, shift your hips a little to the left, draw your knees in and drop them to the right, stretch out your left arm, soften your left shoulder to your mat. Take one more breath in. And exhale, come back to center and then hug both knees in again. And for those of you who are here at the park, if you can't hear me at any point, just kind of give me a look because it's weird with the AirPod in and I'm not sure if I talk loud enough. Hug both knees in and then keep a hold of your right knee, clasp in front of your right shin, hug it in, stretch your left leg out to hover. So really peel your head and shoulders off the mat. Almost think nose to knee if you can get it there, really in tight. And then stretch your arms away, but keep your knee in this close. Keep your left foot, left heel hovering. Start to reach your arms up toward the sky and then back in line with your ears. Now tilt your chin up, gaze up slightly, lift, draw your belly in. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go, either stretch out or hug both knees in, whichever sounds better. And we'll do the other side, just sort of turning on the core, hug both knees in to start, and then clasp in front of your left shin, stretch your right leg out to hover, so as low as you can get it without touching the ground. Pick your nose up toward your knee, draw your navel in, stay here, and then try to keep this contraction of nose to knee. Reach your arms out, keep lifting up, and then send those arms up and back by your ears, maybe pressing your palms toward each other like you're squeezing a block. Look up for 4, belly in 3, keep pulling that knee in towards your nose, 2, 1, let it go. Hug both knees in. We'll take a few easy rocks up and down on our spine and make your way to all 4s. So just a little bit of rock and roll. Notice if you found a bad spot on the grass, time to change it now. You got any big tree branches underneath you or anything? I'm at a slight slope towards you guys, so no handstands. Okay, so take your hands, turn your palms, turn your fingers toward your knees the best you can, and then just take some easy little circles. So just a couple in each direction, feeling the stretch in the wrist. The more you lean back, of course, the more you feel. More isn't always more. Go in the other direction. So just kind of getting that stretch in the wrist, because again, that's another thing. We're on our hands a lot, down dog, plank, all of that. Don't want to be feeling it in our wrists. Okay, when you're feeling about even, come back to center. Turn your fingers forward again, and then stretch your right leg back. So for you guys who are out here in front of me, I'm going to do the leg that I say. So just so you know, I've lost all my mirroring skills, and it's better for my Zoom teaching. So I love that I'm getting response to my jokes. It's great. I don't know, when I teach on Zoom, I'm like, is anything I say landing or what's going on? Okay, shift forward and back a couple of times. Stretch the back of your leg now. I'm at home, I'm laughing at myself. Yeah, well, that's what it gets to be like. Good, okay. So after a couple of those, just recenter, bring your shoulders over your wrists, lift your right leg up to hip height, really lengthen back through that right leg, draw your belly in if it decided to drop down, take an inhale. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose here. So same idea, nose to knee, and then inhale, extend out. Just 2 more like that, nose to knee, and extend out. 1 more time, nose to knee, think cat back, extend out and pause. Keep the right leg lifted. Bend the right knee. Reach back with the left hand. Find the right foot or ankle if you can, or just reach in that direction. Lift it up a little higher and peel open towards your left. So get a little quadricep stretch, a little shoulder opening for 4, 3, the breeze feels good, 2, and 1. Slowly let it go. Take a few cat-cows just in between sides. So nice, easy cat-cows, any hand variations you'd like. Take one more full round. And then refine neutral for your wrists. Press down through your fingers. Squeeze your inner hands together. Stretch your left leg back. Keep your toes down at first and just shift forward and back a couple of times. Hi.
Erica, we lost your audio.
The calf and under the toes. And then recenter your hips and your shoulders. Draw your belly button in. Float the left leg up to hip height. Stay here. Try to keep shoulders over wrists like you are in plank. And draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it back. One more time, knee to nose. Stretch the left leg back and pause. Level the hips, engage the core. Bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand. We'll find your quadricep stretch. Feel free to warm up as slowly as you need to. We only started a few minutes ago. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go, and then everybody sit back into a child's pose. And just know that child's pose is there for you anytime you need a rest. You need to come back to your breath. Okay. But not too long at the beginning, right? Come back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees and hips. Downward facing dog. And then take what you need in this first down dog. Pedal it out a few times. Maybe shift the hips side to side or flip the feet. Stay strong in the arms. With the core, low ribs drawing in. And then start to find stillness in your dog. Pressing evenly in both directions, so pressing out through the fingers and back through the heels. Lifting the thigh bones up. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Come to Uttanasana at the back of your mat, forward fold, and just hang for a couple breaths. Again, any arm variation you like. So you can hold opposite elbows, you can clasp behind your back, you can just dangle your fingers along the mat. Getting into the back of your body. The head and neck go. To center, if you're swaying, if you're clasping, release your clasp and either touch your mat or touch your shins with your hands. Inhale from here, lengthen your spine. Lift halfway-ish. Exhale, release your head. Again, inhale, lengthen, so think from your tailbone out through the crown of your head. You get long, you draw your belly in. Exhale, fold in. One more time like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Engage your core. Inhale to rise. Reach all the way up. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. So just staying here at the back of your mat in Tadasana. Check your feet and see that they're parallel. They can be hip distance, a little wider, a little narrower. Couple half, 3 A's. Inhale, reach up, look up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Nice, you guys. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, find that hinge, find that length. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, and then walk forward, come back to your downward facing dog. I like this towel under the mat idea, guys. I'm gonna do that next week. That's a good idea. From this down dog, inhale, come up high on your toes. Stay in your down dog shape, so keep lifting up and back, but bend your knees so you're like not in a crouching position. You feel like you're lifting and spreading through your sit bones, your belly button's drawing in, your arms are strong. Keep your core engaged from here. Inhale, glide forward into plank, just a nice glide, hopefully not too much movement of the feet, but if you need to adjust, adjust. And then on an exhale, back to down dog. So we'll do that again. Inhale, high up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips up and back. Inhale, shift forward to plank, keep the core engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so adding another piece on, we're kind of building our Surya A. Inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hips high. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, chaturanga and pause. Inhale, back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So one more like that. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, hips high. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up to plank. Exhale, down dog. So that's probably the hardest version, even though it's number 2, but this is one will be better because we get to do the back bend. Inhale, up on your toes. Bend your knees, send your hips back. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Pause, and then to the belly. Inhale, take a cobra pose. Oh, my mat's all warm. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. It's already warm. Inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back. With the core engaged, inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, pause in the pose. Lower to the belly. Inhale, big cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Take a couple breaths here in the down dog. Regroup. Inhale, up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands out. For a moment, hang out here, close your eyes. So just with those little warm-ups throughout class, you can modify the vinyasa any way you need to. You can drop your knees, you can skip out a part or two. Your eyes are closed, blink them open. It's like yoga in the round. Inhale, reach on up. Let your right hand come down along the right side of your body. Stretch your left arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, other way. We're always going to do both sides, so the wacky watching me do the opposite side, you can do what I do. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, forward fold. You know, it took me years to perfect that mirroring, and it all went out the window. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in, step your left leg back. So you're in a lunge with your right foot forward and your left leg back. Back heel high. Inhale, twist open to your right. Keep hugging your right hip back and lifting your left thigh. Roll your shoulders back, draw your belly in. Inhale, stretch your top arm up and over your ears. Heel open a little bit more to the right. Take one more breath in. Exhale, let the right hand come down and then straighten out through your right leg. Any amount. If you need to adjust your left foot, you'd like to hop it in, you can. I like to keep it back with my heel up. Inhale and exhale, fold in. So we're just going for both legs straight, feeling the stretch in the back of the right leg. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, look forward. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale, step your right leg back. Give yourself enough space left to right. Keep your right heel nice and high and twist open to your left. Hi, everybody on the Zoom. I feel like I'm going to lose my AirPod on this one. Twist it. Draw your belly button in. Stretch your top arm up and over your ear. Take one more breath in. Exhale, let your left hand come down, straighten out through your left leg as much as you can. Keep hugging the left hip back, but make sure the inside edge of the left foot stays rooted down. And then fold and feel the stretch in the back of the left leg. From here, inhale, look forward, and we're going to step back into plank pose. Come into your plank. Hold on to your plank for a moment, and just trying to stay as much in plank as you can, so without letting your butt go up or down, make little circles. So like little Cheerio-sized circles with your toes, a couple times in each direction. Keep your core engaged, keep your arms strong and straight. Reverse direction if you haven't already. Couple more, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Inhale up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float it back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. See, I miss all that too. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And stay in your down dog. So stay in a down dog with the right leg lifted. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, but staying in down dog. So don't shift yet to plank. Really try to draw your thigh towards your chest, your heel towards your butt. Now, keeping all that, shift into plank. Keep that right leg in tight. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Hang here. Stay in plank, stay in plank. Stretch your right leg back to hover. And then drop back in. Just two more. Right leg stretches back. Right knee in. One more time, right leg stretches back. Right knee in, pause. Step your right foot by your right thumb. Set your left knee down. Big inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So feeling the stretch in the front of the left thigh. Up, a little back. Stay for 4. Belly in, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, and step back. Okay. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg back. Set your right knee down. Inhale, big Anjaneyasana. Sinking forward if you can off of the right kneecap. I know it's kind of weird here on the grass. Lengthen through the sides of your waist. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Birds are very talkative this morning. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. We'll do that same little core exercise. So 3-legged dog. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. Really engage your core, belly's lifted. Inhale, shift forward into plank, keeping this leg in super tight. Pause in your plank. Inhale, stretch your left leg back to hover. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more, stretch it back. Bring it in. 1 more time, stretch it back. Left knee in. Step left foot forward. Right knee down. Let's take another Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms to the sky. This time, cactus your arms, so bend at the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart, and try to get a little more back bend. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, step forward. Right foot up to meet the left. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we got to even it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg steps back. Left knee comes down. Inhale, Anjane, and then again, cactus arm back bend. Think of the heart lifting up and rolling back. So try to make the back bend come a little more from the upper mid portion of your back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, down dog. I promise if you're looking for chaturangas, I'll get some in for you.
Well, don't do it on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not, that's cool too. Inhale, come up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, clasp behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, forward fold. If you want, you can bend your knees a little bit. You can widen your feet a little bit. Just take the shoulder stretch. Keep moving a little more weight toward the front of your feet without lifting your heels. One more breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, step or floated back. Jump, land in your chaturanga. Step, or slow. Get down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Nothing fancy this time, just step it forward, crescent pose. Right foot by your right thumb. Inhale, rise up, crescent. And take your time, it's a little more wobbly for us out here on the grass. Get your footing. Hug your right hip back, lift your left heel high. And then we'll stay in crescent for a couple breaths. Check to see if you're popping your ribs forward. Try to contain them. It is really nice, I have to say, to be outside and you like look up and you just like see the trees and the blue skies. Take an inhale. I'm trying to give you guys some visuals at home. Exhale, open arm twist to your right. So right arm goes back, left arm goes forward. Torso turns to the right, but we try to keep the hips forward. Stay here, maybe get a little deeper. Inhale, hinge forward, keep the twist. Release your left hand down to the mat, right arm up to the sky. Come back to that easy twist we were in earlier. Maybe add a half bind this time for a little extra shoulder opening with the right arm. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in the half bind, inhale, unwind. Exhale, both hands to the mat, standing split. So standing on your right leg, lift your left. Come into a standing split, standing L shape. For a moment, just release your head and neck. Hug your right hip back, drop your left hip toward the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway here. Exhale, fold in, hug your knee in toward your nose. So left knee in toward the nose, heel toward the butt. Just stay for 4, belly in 3, 2, 1. Set your left foot down next to your right. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Everybody good? Everybody's good. I see water being drank. That's good. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Sorry, guys. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step yourself back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing. I just want to make sure they can still hear me. You guys can still hear me, right? Yeah, they're in down dog. Okay. You can hear me? Yes. Okay. When these things fall out, I'm never sure if they go back in right. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward, crescent pose. And then take your time if you like to go to hands to hips, if you need to soften your back knee, make any little adjustments to make the pose feel better. Always drawing the navel back and in, think front body to back body. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open out to your left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Almost like someone's got that left hand and they're pulling it back. You're sitting a little deeper. And you're breathing. Inhale, hinge forward. Release the right hand back down to the mat. Twist, open. Take that left arm into the half bind if you did it on the first side. Did you lose me? We kind of lost your voice. Okay. Where am I now with the, okay. Take an inhale, unwind. Come to a high lunge and then standing split. Let me see if they're standing split. Good, you guys. So you can hear me again, right? Just my AirPod fell out for a minute, so I think we're okay. We're on standing split, standing on your right leg, right? Your left leg. They tell me out here. Okay. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Tuck in tight, think right heel to butt. Belly in, cat back. One more breath in. Exhale, right foot down next to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. That's the hard part. You guys can also unmute.
We can't hear you.
Just yell at me if you.
We can't hear you.
My feet or something.
No, we cannot hear you.
Inhale.
Hello.
Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float it back through a vinyasa, and that could mean straight to down dog. Breath, one breath to movement if you can. Inhale, lift your right leg.
Excuse me, you gotta unmute yourself. I mean, you have to mute yourself again so we can see her. Because right now we cannot see her. You have to mute your screen again.
Gary, you need to, no, it is muted. Oh,
Exhale, open arm twist to your right, the same as before. But we're going to come into
us, Bob the Bar.
this time you have either the option of going back to what we did the first
We have, oh, did she?
or full prayer twist. So inhale, hinging forward.
Let's try muting ourselves
Elbow across the
so we
right
can
knee.
see her again, hopefully.
That's not working for you, of course. Just drop the left hand.
You guys just pin her screen and then you'll get her back.
Toward your right. Hug your right hip back. Draw your belly in. Is the sun coming in on you? I can't see. Okay. One more inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Straighten out through your right leg. Hop your left foot in a little bit closer. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So this time more traditional. Right foot's facing forward, left toes are facing up toward the top left corner of your mat. Both legs are straight. Nice work. Inhale and exhale. Hold in and stay here for a couple of breaths. Continuing to hug the right hip back.
Erica?
Elbows into the shoulders, soften. Keep your legs in this shape. Keep your left hand to the inside of your right foot and inhale your right arm up to the sky. Take a revolved triangle variation. Of course, if you're aching to take your left foot across, your left hand across your foot, you can. I'm not going to stop you. Ready for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the right hand come down. Inhale, look forward, crawl forward into a standing split again. Left leg lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, heel to butt. This time we're going to try to stand up with that left leg tucked in. So So softening through the right knee. Try to stand all the way up. If you lost it, come back to it. Hug in front of your left shin. Stand tall. Get your balance. Then bring hands to hips. Try to extend the leg forward. I know, just hold for 4. Bring your right thigh back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm other side in 1 second. After I drink. So I have to say I've been teaching these Zoom classes at home and I sweat like crazy in my living room. So just back to your Tadasana. Yeah, it's a good baby's body. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale, shift to tippy toes. And exhale, lower slow chaturanga, knees up or knees down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, roll those shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing.
You don't sweat, Erica, you glow.
Oh my God, yesterday I taught a class in the morning. I don't know, Julie, if you're on there. Julie was there, but the sweat was just dripping in my eyes and I couldn't see. I was like stinging, dying. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step forward, crescent pose, left side. Have on all my hydrators and moisturizers and things, and I think all of a sudden it was like, inhale, reach up. Good, open arm twist to your left. So set it up, we were here before, twisting open to the left. And then we'll take it into the deeper version of the twist. Your choice, hinge forward. You can go right elbow across, prayer twist. Come back to this version. Something twisty. Hug your left hip back, draw your belly in. If you're in prayer, think about the heels of your hands pulling toward the back of your mat, pulling your shoulders back for 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go. Find pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Straighten it out through your left leg. Hop your right foot in slightly. Make sure that you have a little bit of space, right? You're not on a tightrope. Inhale and exhale, fold in. That just means you're not heel to heel. There's a little bit of space like train traffic. So left hip hugs back, but make sure left big toe stays down. Nice, everybody at home. And then from here, we'll take one more twist. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. So just a revolved triangle variation, not as deep as if you brought your hand across. For 4, keep hugging the right hip back and drawing the belly in. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Come back to your standing split. Hang out there for a sec. Let me see what they're saying to me. We hear you from the phone and not the AirPods. Okay, let me try to, I'll work on that. I might need to repair it or something. Let's see. Not sure, you guys. This is a new one for me. Let's finish this sequence and I'll try to figure it out. Okay. So we're standing on our left leg. Bring your right knee in towards your nose. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. And then we'll start to stand up, soften into your left leg. Slowly come up. Try to bring your right knee in. Hug it in, stand up tall. Stand up tall. And then bring your hands to your hips. Woo. Stretch your right leg out. Balance for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Good time to move spots. come down into Malasana, take a moment, take a water break. I'm gonna see, I'm not sure why the AirPod disconnected. Over there, right? Let's see. Can you guys hear me now through the AirPod, or does it sound like it's still through the phone? AirPod, thumbs up? Yes? No, that's a thumbs down, it looks like. AirPod, no, just through the phone? I don't know how to fix it. Let's see.
When you're
Now?
close,
No. The closer you are to the phone, the louder I sound. Okay. This is, let's try some stuff and see. Maybe I move you guys closer to me. I can keep going closer, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna just try to have you guys maybe be closer to me. I'm not sure what to do about the AirPod. Yeah, better maybe? Okay. Okay, everybody up. Let's all stand up. Okay. For Mike, chair pose. Sit low, reach. I know Mike likes it now. He complained about chair pose for like 3 years with me. Sit low, reach high, foot back. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold it. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or float it back. Move through your vinyasa. Have one more. We'll meet at down dog. Maybe if I put it back in and then take it back. No, I don't think that changed anything. Okay, we're just gonna have to wing it. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky and open up through your right hip. You can bend your knee, you can circle your ankle, take what you need here. Inhale, level off your hips. Exhale, step forward, warrior two. Spin your right heel flat, left heel flat. Line up front heel to back arch, come up into warrior two. Center your torso over your hips. Try to move your right knee open and your left thigh back. I hope this is okay for you guys at home. Now I'm talking really loud to you guys out here because all of a sudden I have a thing out of my ear. Good. Inhale, flip your front palm, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Take a big stretch back. And then straighten out through your right leg. Make it a reverse triangle. Reaching back. Inhale, come back up through center. Triangle pose. If you need to adjust through your feet or grab your block, grab your block. Move your left foot in slightly if you want to. Trikonasana. So I need to grab my block for this one. It's always too far away.
Is your thing still bothering you?
What? I think it's something different.
Oh.
Question was, is my hernia still bothering me? But I think something else evolved out of the hernia. The hernia is gone. Stretch your top arm up and over your ear. Thank you for asking. We're all broken in some way, shape, or form, right, guys? One more breath in. Exhale into a wide leg forward fold toward the left side of your mat. So just sweep the left arm down, parallel the feet, come to a wide leg forward fold. Hang out here. The AirPods, but it's just not. Stay there. One more breath in. breath out. I'm going to try the other AirPod and see if it connects. And if you're mat, come to a lunge and we'll take lizard pose. So you have your right foot facing forward. You can drop your left knee to the mat or you can keep it lifted. I would probably drop it. And then come down onto your forearms to the inside of your right foot. Hang out here. Let your head and neck go. Take a couple breaths. Still hearing me through the phone, right? Not the AirPod? Yes. Still the phone. Okay. Okay. We made it halfway with the AirPods. More than halfway. It's almost 10 o'clock, you guys. So from here, come back up onto your hands. Keep your left knee down. We'll take another quadricep stretch. So we're going to bend the left knee. Reach back with the right hand. Maybe the foot feels closer this time than it did at the very beginning. Heel open towards your right. You want it to come down onto your left forearm. If that's comfortable for you, you can. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Press back up onto your hands. Step back to plank. Decide vinyasa or not, and we'll meet at down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky and open up through your left hip. Bend your knee. Take what you need. You can bend and extend the knee. You can circle the ankle. Let it feel good. Inhale, extend your left leg long. Exhale, step forward, warrior 2, left side. Good, so come into warrior 2. Bending through the left knee, take the right thigh back, center your torso over your hips. Belly draws back and in. Keep the legs how they are for now. Inhale, flip your front palm, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Stretch it up and back. Good job, you guys. Nice strong back leg. Beautiful, beautiful. Stay in your reverse. Just straighten out through your left leg. Make it a reverse triangle. I love reverse triangles. And then keeping the core engaged, keeping the legs this way. Inhale back up through center. And exhale into triangle pose. Trikonasana. Make a nice big triangle. Keep leaning your body back like there was a wall behind you. Scoop your left sit bone under a lot. Move your right thigh back. Inhale, stretch your top arm up and over your ear. Extended triangle on your left side. Take one more breath in. And exhale, release into a wide leg forward fold. Pivot all 10 toes toward the right side of your mat. So you're in wide leg forward fold. And then clasp your hands behind your back. Stretch your knuckles up and over your head. Get a nice big shoulder stretch. Drop your head and neck. Maybe even tuck your chin and look toward your belly. Try to bring those knuckles up and over like you want them to touch the mat in front of you. I know, shift your hips more over your heels. Don't be afraid you're not gonna fall. One more inhale. Exhale, let the hands come down. Inhale, lengthen your spine and crawl back toward the front of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to face forward. So left foot is forward, set your right knee down. Find your lizard pose. So left foot might need to move a little more to the left. Good, everybody. And then coming down onto your forearms. If you brought a block or something, you can rest on it. I know it's a lot of stuff to to bring your whole bag to the park with your blankets and your block, water. Just stay here for a few breaths. You need to move a little side to side. Let it feel like a nice stretch for the front of the right thigh without overdoing it. And then from here, press back up onto your hands, bend your right knee, and we'll reach back with the left hand for the right foot. Oh, one side is always so much harder than the other. Peel your shoulders back. Stay for 4, you know, because I start counting faster on the side that's hurting me. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, let it go. This time, lift your right knee up. Just step your right foot forward. We didn't do anything fancy after that, right? I think we just did a vinyasa. Come back to that Malasana squat that we were in before. Malasana could be taken sitting on a block if you wanted to. I'm gonna put these guys away so I don't lose them. Stretch your right arm out to your right. So let it graze the inside of your right leg for resistance, and then open up through your left arm. Take a big stretch. Good. Nice, Vera. I could see. Sheila, I can only see like 3 people at a time on my phone, so that's what I see right now. And Bob and Barb. If you want a half bind here, we've been doing some little shoulder openers. You can take a half bind or a full bind if that's in your practice. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll do the other side. Stretch your left arm out to the left. It doesn't even matter if I mirror you because everybody, I have you guys in 360, so I can throw anybody out. Twist open, keep pressing your knees open, drawing your sit bones down. You want a half bind or any variation, that sounds good. If your neck hurts from looking up at the sky, you can look down at your left hand. Stay for 4. Draw your belly button in. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Okay, so we're going to come back to Uttanasana, forward fold, hands down. Straighten out your legs, and then roll yourself up to stand. Shake it out. Just a teeny bit of standing balance kind of to go along with some of the things we've been doing so far today. Stand on your right foot and bring your left knee up in front. So we were here before. Try to find a good spot to balance on, especially if you're standing on the grass. Bring your hands to your heart. Stretch your left leg all the way out in front now. And then try to sweep back into Warrior 3 without the left foot touching the mat. If it touches, you just bring it back up, but try. Go for the hinge. Really kick back through the left leg, lengthen out through your sternum, draw your belly in. If any leg needs to bend, let it be the standing leg for balance. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the mat. Find a standing split, or actually like a grounded Warrior 3. Keep your torso long. Don't drop your head and neck. Keep your right hand down, or maybe bring it to a block for Ardha Chandrasana, half move. We're going to turn open toward the left side of the room. Left toes face the left. This one's for Tara. Tara likes this one. Peeling open. Okay, so you can stay here in half moon or add Chapasana, which is that kind of knee bend quadricep stretch thing where you bend your left knee, you find your left ankle, and then you pull it back. So you might need to pull it in first to find it, and then you could draw it back and open. If not, stay in half moon for 4, 3, shoulders back, 2, and 1. If you're in Shavasana, easy release, and then find your way back to standing split. Carefully, slowly level off your hips. Set your right foot down next to your left foot down next to your right, while I try to brush this ant off my mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can tell I'm not a super outdoorsy kind of girl. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, one more side, then we sit. Okay, standing on your left foot. Find that balance first. So find a nice spot where you feel like your left foot is evenly rooting down. Left thigh back, right knee lifted. Send your right leg forward, like you want to press it into a wall. Bring your hands to your heart. And then warrior 3. Hinging forward, sweeping below, the right leg back. And then when you get there, try to really extend long through the right leg like we did when we were on tabletop. Out through the torso, belly in. Stay for 4, 3, try to hug the left hip back, 2, and 1. Hands to the mat, standing split. And then we'll open up into half moon pose on your left side. So your left hand stays down 6 to 8 inches diagonal of your left pinky toe. Get out the ruler and then peel open toward the right. Open it up. Good, you guys. I'm just trying not to have my back toward too much. Really good poses all around. If you want to take Shavasana, bend that top leg. You might need to pull it in to find the ankle. And then again, open up the back. Good, you guys. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly release the leg. Level off the hips. Set the right foot down next to the left and just take a moment. Stay in your Uttanasana. Hang for a moment. Any arm variation you like. And then let's all just come down on to your knees. We're gonna sit in Virasana if you can. That's hero pose. I know a lot of you at home have a block, so if you wanted to sit on a block, maybe you put it this way behind you and then you sit your butt down on it. You're on your knees. The tops of your feet are flat and pointing straight back. If you don't have the block or you don't want the block, you can sit all the way down. If that's horrible on your knees, you could sit down to your heels and be okay with it. And just take a moment. So we're doing a lot of front of the thigh stretches because we're going to do camel in a minute. So shoulders and thighs are important for camel. You can drink some water. If this is good for you and you want to lean back, you can lean back a little, maybe onto your forearms or all the way down onto your back. Take a couple breaths. We don't do this one that often. It's nice if you have some music or something. I like to just lay flat, but the lower that you go, the harder it is to get up. So just keep that. Couple more breaths. Close your eyes. Okay, gotta come back up now. I could sleep here. Okay, let's peel back up. If you went down, if you're up, just come onto your hands. Give your tops of your feet a little wake up tap. And then we'll take camel pose 2 times. So the first one's gonna be just a prep, just to feel like what it feels like to get the back bend into your upper back. So I'd say go with toes tucked, definitely for the first one. You could put a block between your thighs if you like that feeling of squeezing the block if you have one. And bring your hands to your sacrum. So fingers facing up, right? Kind of doing the 360. Shoulders down, squeeze your elbows in, and then try to keep your hips from going back. So you want to think hips over knees like your thighs were pressing up against a wall, and then roll your shoulders back and lift your heart. And just stay here. So just take the prep first, stay for 4, 3, think of lifting through the heart, 2, 1, slowly come up, head and neck come up last. Have a seat back on your heels and just take a moment. You never want to jerk the head up too fast and get a head rush. I like that, and I like the neck circles. We're going to do one more. So back up. So if you know you're flexible and you can take the tops of your feet flat and reach for your heels, by all means, you can go there. Again, block could be between your thighs. Barb, blocks could be under your toes, right? We like this one to get the heels up higher. We do in the studio. Here we go. Same setup with the arms. Inhale, lift through the heart, hug the elbows in, start to lean back, 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 and then hopefully your heels are there for you. Keep lifting the heart, keep the hips over the knees. If it feels uncomfortable, don't dump your head back. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly, slowly as you can, peel up. Have a seat back. If you had blocks around, just move them. If you're feeling some neck circles here, take a few, maybe just 180. And then let's all take a quick child's pose just to release the back bend. Knees apart, big toes touch. Should feel really good to sit your hips back. Good, you guys. Thanks for bearing with me with my technical difficulties. Okay, from your child's pose, come to downward facing dog. You're like, what? She said we were down. But just so we can go to pigeon. Stretch your right leg up and back. And step forward. Come into pigeon pose. On the right side. If pigeon is not for you, and you know you'd rather be on your back and thread the needle or in some other hip opener, take that hip opener on the right side. As you're ready, fold in. Stay in our pigeon for one minute, maybe a little more. We already started. So the right hip hugs back, the left knee drops toward the mat. Be with your breath. Okay, so for about 30 more seconds, you can stay here in pigeon, or since we've been doing that quad stretch all day long, if you want to add it here, you can draw your right heel in a little closer, bend your left knee, and maybe find it here. Maybe find a mermaid, getting the foot into the crook of your elbow. It's totally optional. I was just thinking, we're here, why not? We're open for it for a change. So wherever you are, let's just say for 4, 3, I think I can only do it on this side anyway. 2, 1. Okay, let it go. If you're still folded forward in pigeon, lift it up into a downward facing dog, shake it out, and we'll go to side 2. If you were on your back for some reason doing thread the needle, stay there and just switch sides. As you're ready, left foot forward. Most of you are already ready and in there. Just me lingering in the 3-legged dog. Good. So just lengthen your right leg back as much as you can. Make sure your left knee is wider than your left hip. I'll start your timer. So far, so good out here at the park. No screaming track coaches today. That was crazy. A few more breaths. Okay, if you're going for mermaid on this side or that variation, let's go for it. Left heel comes in a little bit. Lift up your butt. Oh, reach back with the right hand for the right foot. Open up to the shoulder. Stay for 4. That's where we all want our strap. 3. Oh, 2. 1. Let it go. So from here, again, if you want to take it back to 3-legged dog and take it out, shake it out. If you want to just come to a seat, you can swing your right leg forward. Both are good choices. Yeah, I go for the swing the leg forward. Come to Paschimottanasana, sit up tall. Brush off the ground. Take your inner thighs back so you can sit up into your tallest seat. Keep your feet active like they were in Tadasana, standing on your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Just get long, 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 and then let go. So Paschimo is really a nice back body stretch, right? That's where you feel it, down your whole back side of your body, from the base of your big toe, up the back of your legs, all the way up the spine. It's a very cooling stretch because your head is down. More breaths. Give a little more length if you've got it. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw your torso up. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. Baddha Konasana. One more seated posture and then we lie down. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, lift length. Fold forward, nice and lacy. Keep sending your butt back as you lengthen forward. One more breath. Inhale, peel up. Bend your knees and slowly lower yourself down onto your back. So if you need extra towels or anything, throw them down. Let's just come back kind of to where we were at the beginning, but without all the intensity. Just hug your right knee in. So keep your head down. Just give that right knee a nice squeeze. Maybe draw it a little more toward the right, toward your armpit if that feels good. Get the ankle one more little circle. And then lift your hips, shift them slightly toward the right. Take your right knee over to the left. So take this twist or any version of a supine twist that feels good to you. Soften down through your right shoulder as you send your right hip forward. And just breathe. I wish I could come around and adjust you guys, and this one's my favorite one to walk around in. Couple more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Hug your left knee in, stretch your right leg long, let your right leg relax. Maybe let that left knee come out to the left slightly. It feels good for your hip. Maybe stir it around or circle the ankle. And as you're ready, find your way through center and into the twist. Let the hips move a little to the left as the left knee drops over to the right. Just let it feel good. Soften down through your left shoulder. Lengthen out through your left hip. Nice, everybody. More breaths. Try to soften, close your eyes. One more inhale. Exhale, come back up through center, and then everybody come to Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. We were just here when we were sitting up. Now you have support. We're going to take a couple breaths all together as a group. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just point your elbows up to the sides. Empty out your breath. Take an inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. Again, in through the nose. Out the mouth. One more time, in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then just let your breath return to normal. And as you're ready, start to find your way into Shavasana, final resting pose. Stretch out. Maybe take a seated meditation if that sounds better to you. Wherever you are, just allow yourself to soften, ground down, and take these last few minutes we have together to rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to stretch, wiggle any way that feels good. Reawakening fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, and neck. As you're ready, if you're down, long stretch from end to end, even if you're seated. Reach your arms to the sky. And then as you're ready, we'll all make our way back up to seated, maybe passing through fetal pose on your way up. And when you get to your seat, close your eyes down. Feel for any shifts in your body. And together, let's finish with one big collective sigh. Take a deep inhale through your nose and pause at the top. Sip in a little more, really fill up. And open your mouth, let it go. And gather your hands together at heart center, sealing in your practice. Gently bow your chin in toward your heart in a gesture of gratitude toward yourselves, your yoga practice, and the yogis around you. Thank you everyone so much for coming out this morning, sharing your practices with me. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week. Drink a lot of water. Stay inside. Namaste. But thanks for coming outside. Thank you. Good morning. But really, 108 or 11 or whatever they say. Thanks, you guys. You can unmute if you want. I'm going to just turn off the recording.
Thank you, Erica.